My father raised his champagne glass and smiled at everyone in the room. "You see my older son over there?" he said loudly. The guests turned toward me. "He's the perfect example of wasted potential." Laughter exploded across the ballroom. My face burned while my younger brother smirked beside him. Then my father added the sentence that changed everything. "I stopped believing in him years ago." More laughter. I stood there silently holding my cheap suit jacket while billionaires, politicians, and family friends stared at me like I was garbage. And then, the front doors opened. 3 FBI agents walked inside. And the first words out of their mouths were, "Which one of you is Daniel Carter?" Suddenly nobody was laughing anymore. I grew up in a family obsessed with money. My father built one of the biggest construction companies in Chicago. To the outside world, he looked like the perfect American success story. But inside the house, he ruled like a king. And if you weren't useful to him, you didn't matter. My younger brother Ryan was his favorite. Football captain. Business school graduate. Perfect smile. Then there was me. Quiet. Introverted. Obsessed with computers. Dad used to call me the broken son. At family dinners, he'd joke that I'd probably end up living in his basement forever. Everyone laughed. Even my mother stayed quiet. Eventually I stopped fighting back. I left home at 21 with barely any money and started working cybersecurity contracts online. My father told everyone I was unemployed. What he didn't know was that I'd spent the last 3 years secretly helping federal investigators trace financial crimes, including one case connected to his own company. The night everything exploded was my father's 60th birthday. Hundreds of people attended. Politicians. My mother secretly mailed me the address because she said, "Maybe your father is finally ready to apologize." Big mistake. The moment I walked in, Dad's smile disappeared. Then he decided to humiliate me publicly. He pulled me to the center of the ballroom and started telling embarrassing childhood stories while everyone laughed. I should have left. But then I noticed something strange. 2 men near the entrance wearing dark suits, watching my father carefully. That's when my phone vibrated. A text message from an unknown number. "Stay where you are. We're coming in." My stomach dropped. 30 seconds later, the FBI entered the party. The ballroom went completely silent. One agent stepped forward holding a folder. "Mr. Carter," he said to my father, "we have a federal warrant regarding offshore fraud accounts connected to Carter Construction." My father laughed nervously. "There's been some misunderstanding." Then the agent looked directly at me. "Daniel Carter has been assisting this investigation for 11 months. You could literally hear people gasping. My brother's face turned white. My father stared at me like he'd seen a ghost. "You," he whispered. I didn't answer. Because at that moment, agents started opening hidden financial records projected onto giant screens around the ballroom. Millions of dollars. Fake contracts. Bribery payments. My father's entire empire began collapsing in front of everyone he spent years trying to impress. My father kept shouting that I betrayed the family. But the truth? He betrayed us years ago. The FBI escorted him past the same people who laughed at me 10 minutes earlier. Now nobody could even look him in the eye. As he passed me, he stopped. For the first time in my life, he looked afraid. Not angry. Afraid. And before agents pushed him forward, he quiet, and the ballroom stayed silent. Because the failure son he mocked for years was the one who destroyed everything. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Storytales USA for more emotional revenge and mystery stories every week. And remember, sometimes the person everyone laughs at is the one holding the truth.